Hey guys, welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge here in Guangzhou, China, and we are moving on to our second game of the day. It's our third game technically of the day for League of Legends, but you know the second one was only a half, but it was a damn good half with eHome taking down SK. Now we're moving on to the game which we think most people want to see. We want to see the most. It's the top two teams at the moment, the two Chinese outfits of eHome taking on Invictus Gaming. We saw eHome taking down SK earlier. IG took out, of course, CG Cross Gaming from Hong Kong. Now we're going to decide who goes into that first place, and with it pretty much guaranteeing themselves a spot in the next round in the semi-final. But that still could not happen, but it pretty much does, let's be honest.
There would need to be a very specific conspiracy of events in order for the winning team of this match not to go on to the semi-final. We could do the math and run through the conditions, but that's dull. Let's talk about picks and bans instead. So we are, by the way, somebody's requested I say this on the stream, we are on Talent Patch, so we are not on Riven Patch. And just to refresh your mind, what happened in the Riven Patch, for instance, we nerfed Orianna's range. I think that was a very big one. And
she's still OP.
She is still OP, but not as OP as she used to be. In this patch, she's super OP still, so she's still banned. But let's go through the bans on Team IG first. So they banned Fiddlesticks. Again, Fiddlesticks very strong in the American meta in the jungle. European meta never really embraced him for some reason. They like to have the jungle tanky. Lee Sin, tanky jungle right there, who does a lot of damage. Banned, no discussion there. GP, I think after Lucky's performance last game, no discussion there.
Targeted ban right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And from Team eHome, Orianna was banned. Like you said, this patch very, very strong. Rumble, again, that Rumble gave Wicked, well, actually that was on Team eHome, but still, Rumble on Team eHome last game gave Wicked a run for his life in top lane, and they just know how strong Rumble is, so they took him out. And Morgana banned, who is also still very strong in this patch level.
Yep, and the picks then for IG, for Invictus Gaming from China, Annie, Udyr.
No, that's Udry. That's Udyr, yes. I call it
Udry. You spell it wrong. Udry. No. Whatever. Close enough. Close enough. Janna, Ezreal, and Singed.
Singed. Yeah, Singed is pretty good. He's going to fling people. There you go. And on the other hand, we have Galio, Vayne, Nocturne, Sona, and Tristana. So Galio, Sona could be a little bit of the AoE interplay, but I don't think that's going to be that important, to be fair.
Double AD, though.
Oh, wow. It took me a moment to realize that double-ranged AD. Nice. Is that the first glimpse of an Asian-specific meta we're seeing here, or did they just mispick?
I doubt that they mispick. Here's the story. eHome don't actually speak any English, which, you know, it's not that uncommon here in China. No. So the way that they're doing picks and bans, IG, they have a great English speaker on their team. eHome are like, yeah, we want to ban this guy. Yeah. And pretty this much, guy. They had to point at the screens to do the bans, but we did get there in the end. It took us a little bit of time, but that's all fixed now. And I was actually speaking a little bit to one of the Chinese guys in between the games, and he told me, yeah, eHome are considered actually the #1 team in China right now, but Invictus, they say, are pretty damn level with them at the moment. So this could turn out to be an absolute cracker of a game, and we're going to bring you all the action. We do only have one slot for...
Did the game start? I hope the game did not start.
They're all on the desktop eHome at the moment. So.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Don't tell me
they started the game.
Did they start the game? I'm going to go over there and have words with them.
No, it's okay. I already sent my admin.
Okay, all right then.
Yeah, we only have one observer slot because the Chinese guys want to get in there as well. But come the next game, I'm going to be able to get in the game as well. So we can bring you a little bit more without, you know,
we can miss a little bit less.
Yeah, but that should be fine for the rest of the day. After that, the Chinese guys are going to move over, commentate some Counter-Strike 1.6. And there's been, I have to say, a lot of, you know, indecision about Joe Miller's new haircut. In fact, some guy posted like, who the hell's this guy on the right hand and side? And then realized when I started talking who I am. Yeah, I had the locks cut off. But I talked about it yesterday. I don't want to talk about it again.
Mine are still here for the time being. Who knows? Who knows how much longer?
I'm pretty sure if you had a shave and chop your hair off, we wouldn't recognize you.
No,
wouldn't recognize you.
No.
Like a real shaved head as well.
Yeah, that would not look very good on me. I'd look like a hooligan. Actually, maybe that's the look I need to go for.
Yeah,
hooligan.
You can boss the teams around and get them ready on time.
Actually, I was a little bit unhappy with how long the teams took to pick and ban. So I went over there with my trusty cell phone stopwatch, and I will now join this game. Bam. and yelled at them, and that worked. Okay, go, go, go. So one of us, either us or the Chinese observer on stage, is going to be in the team that has Nocturne on the enemy team, and that's going to be unfortunate. It's not us.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I think we are in Udri's team, so Nocturne is in the other team. So that means when Nocturne ults, we're not going to see anything. And you know what we're going to play? We're going to play the guessing game. We're going to say, and they decided to turn into a giant whale. I don't know, anything could happen in that Nocturne.
We can't see anything. Yeah, it is unfortunate that one of us has to be on the opposite team to Nocturne, but such is life. And as I said, it won't happen after this game for the rest of today, which is always a bonus. So, yeah, the guys look like they're pretty ready. And there are a lot of comments already about the Chinese artwork and why it's so much cooler than ours, Daniel.
It is very, very nice. I mean, not all the loading pictures and icons are replaced, of course, but they have some of their own. And they have some very distinct styles. Actually, we can't see any... No, all of these are normal, but the icons in-game are a little bit different.
Yeah.
They're very nice. Apparently, there's a couple of easy ways to get the Chinese artwork installed as well. Just to have a look around the forums. I'm sure there's going to be helpful people that can help you with that.
Can you do me a favor and buy
a
shield or something?
Yes.
Or a blade?
There you go.
Yeah. And we can see the gold coming up as well.
There used to be a patch with a bug where the Durance blade accidentally gave you gold per 5. Totally unintended.
Was that on the live round?
That was on live, yeah.
Wow.
And we figured that out by buying a Durance blade as an observer. And we're like, oh wait, my gold's sticking up. That shouldn't be happening. Oopsie. But that's been fixed a long time ago, so don't go out there and try to exploit it. IG are setting up very aggressively here in the river. They're hoping for eHome to check this brush, obviously, and then come into their blue. But eHome are in a very strange position down here. Obviously, Nocturne sometimes wants to start with the golems. Maybe they just want to protect him. And, yes, now Mundo has disappeared as well. Very good. I was about to say that Mundo should disappear. Okay. Now, IG are in the enemy forest right now. There's a ward. They have been spotted. Let's say if eHome actually reacted. There's the reaction from eHome. They may be going in right for this. May want to kill them. It's very, very scary right now. They don't know what they want to do. Oh, Joe, can you feel the anticipation? They're waiting for the CV. They're waiting for the CV, of course. They're waiting for the CV to go somewhere else, I guess. And for IG to start moving. There's the CV. CV has not revealed eHome. IG think they're safe. And oh, there's eHome going in. But look at that. Immediately dropping the sauna. She's going to go down. Tristana beautifully jumping in behind, but she needs to be careful. She flashes back out after getting one kill, but there's a flash after her from Janna. Janna is a little bit crazy there. I don't know what's going on actually. Tristana barely surviving. Janna dies for her craziness. Udri going very, very low, and there is going to be a kill on Udri as well. Beautifully
4 kills.
played.
I absolutely love this. We never, ever see such awesome fights at level 1 in the West. Never. Maybe in some random games, but
the mind
at
games,
this level, never.
The mind games. They were waiting in here, waiting for the CV to go somewhere else so that IG would feel safe wrongly. That is just, that level of thinking is amazing. I don't see that ever. And where's Singed going? Joe, where's Singed going? What's he doing? Is he crazy? He's going bot lane. Okay, Vayne's going top lane. What is this going to be? A Singed Janna?
Singed Janna lane? No.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Why not?
What?
I mean, yeah, Ezreal's going top. Annie, of course, in middle. And actually, for IG, it's not that bad, the fact that there are those 2 AD carries now, because it means that Ezreal and Vayne are going to be facing off. I think that's a fairly decently balanced lane in terms of things. Obviously, the Ezreal's kind of movement capabilities, you do have that on Vayne as well with the tumble and stuff like that. So I think that could be a very interesting lane to watch, and obviously the ganks are going to be super important there, especially from Nocturne from eHome. That's when it's going to start getting really scary, and we're seeing Nocturne already moving in there. Vayne a little bit slow. Let's see what they can do onto Ezreal. Oh, and he actually got away from that fear there just at the right time. Down at the bottom, we are seeing a lot of pressure. And the thing that I worry about in this bottom lane is the amount of damage that's going to come onto Singed. Okay, he can be shielded, but there's no, obviously, before level 6, and even after that, it's not really a constant heal capability from Janna anyway. So I think Singed is going to take far too much damage earlier on, and I don't see this bottom lane going that well for Invictus. I think they may end up switching lanes.
And I mean, he can slow and fling somebody and poison them as well. That's fine. But after that, what are you going to do? You still don't have any damage. Tristana can just jump out of a fling, and worst case situation, Sona can use her ultimate to be safe. So I don't really see what they want to do in that lane. He can't even farm because they won't let him get to the creep. So
yeah, and he's just going to burn. He's going to burn through most of his cash with health pots. Actually,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's a very, very strange lane setup. And actually, the Tristana on team eHome was a last pick. So that was a very, very reactive pick there. They knew exactly what they were doing with it. It seems to be working out for them.
Yeah, I guess they expected that it was a Singed solo top lane, which is probably a very real thinking. And then IG are like, oh, there's those two range guys. We need to switch it now. They need to have that range guy up against Vayne, or maybe against Tristana, as it could have been up at top. So a very, very strong counter pick from eHome, and I really expect them to be dominating this bottom lane, because Singed can't come too far out of his comfort zone to get that farm that he needs, because Tristana and because Sona even is going to be doing that damage onto him. And it's going to mean that he's going to be losing out massively in this bottom lane, and you don't want to let that Tristana be getting up above you so early on in the game, which you inevitably is surely going to do.
And what this means, though, for eHome is that the team fights are going to be somewhat awkward, because they're going to have 3 squishies. I mean, between Nocturne, Tristana, and Vayne, 3 squishies. That's not exactly something that you want to have in a team fight. The question is, can IG actually cash in on that? Can they actually get that Annie, that Asriel farmed enough that they can take advantage of those squishies, have Singed tank a little bit? But Singed is, strangely enough, very, very item dependent. And oh, there he goes in now with the Ghost. Beautiful poison. Is he going to get the fling? No, Nocturne is there as well. He did not expect the Nocturne. And now it may look very, very dire for IG. Nocturne actually does not get in range to do any damage, so he takes a lot of poison damage that is slowed. Both teams are going to be safe for the time being. That was good timing from Udyr, but of course he couldn't know that Nocturne was waiting in the bushes down there.
And again, a great read from eHome to have that Nocturne sat there in the bush ready and waiting. And I guess, those kind of things are going to make the difference between these two sides. And as you mentioned with the team fights, they will be a little bit awkward. I imagine that we're going to see a kind of relaxed style when it comes to eHome's team fights. Obviously, your normal team fights, everyone's in the mix of things, but they need to keep those 2 AD carries a little bit further out of the action. And as you can see up at the top, PDD, playing Vayne, is putting so much pressure down onto Ezreal, completely zoning him out of all the experience, meanwhile picking off those minions down at the back. Down at the bottom lane, they're super pushed up once again. And again, Singed is down low. Can we just click on Singed and see what items he actually has? He's got nothing now. He cloth armor first of all, and those 5 pots are all gone. So it's kind of like, okay, I go home. Let's have a look at his CS.
Just 1 second. Whites is coming in and setting up for a gank. Let's have a look at the CS though, but I don't think he has any, really. Where is he? There he is. 28. That's not much.
To the 39. It's not that bad, actually.
That's actually, that's surprising. That is surprising. Ezreal is not, he's 37 versus, 52. Okay, he is quite far behind. And look at her. She's really, that Vayne is, just pushing. Yeah.
And she actually only has boots and pot at the moment, so...
almost dodged that. Not quite enough.
Yeah, boots and pots, so, next time she goes home, she's going to be a lot more painful for that Ezreal to deal with. Actually, we have Nocturne sitting in the bush. There were some pings coming up. And look again, look at the timing. Udyr's coming up there, thinking, yes, look at this. We've got a great gank coming in now onto this Vayne. And look at that. Vayne just tumbles straight in towards Ezreal. They're going to switch their focus. He works himself away. Fear doesn't quite work. There's the ulti. No one can see anything. They do get the kill onto Udyr. And when we come back, we see that Vayne is surviving with literally the skin of her teeth left. 14. And, well, the kill's coming in anyway. It's 6-1 now to eHome. And, you know, we've heard that they're the best team in China. They've beaten SK already. Is this finally the time when the Asian teams are going to make their mark on the in the League of Legends international tournament circuit? Because we've seen, you know, the teams at the Season 1 Championship coming in not doing too much damage.
No.
We've seen them, unfortunately, really any tournament not doing too much damage. But this one, now that we're in China, now that we've got room for these Asian teams to come in a little bit more en masse, if you like, we're seeing that they are not bad whatsoever.
Look at this. Annie switched bot while Sinch took over mid. They think those are better lanes. I don't know. This is some really, really strange laning that's going here. But Ezreal definitely clearly lost that top lane. And I really like the Nocturne decision then not to use the ultimate right away, but to come in with a Q, because thanks to the Udyr gank, Ezreal ran in range for Nocturne's Q, and then when Ezreal flashed, only then did Nocturne use his ultimate to close the distance once again and get the kill. I think they actually killed Udyr, didn't they? But, you know, kill's a kill.
Yeah, kill's a kill, indeed. And the thing is, Annie, she's played mid the whole time, and Tristana can't be so far behind her, actually. There goes the stun. Rocket jumped, perfect timing away from that one, completely safe.
Yeah.
And so far, eHome, they just look solid. They don't look like they're making any mistakes. That's a nice ward placement there from Mikako Tabe, who actually played Ashe in the last game.
Yep.
We saw them basically doing all their chat inside of the text chat window, which gave us a nice insight into the game. It's not been so much this time, so maybe they've had a talk about it that against eHome they have to keep this voice conversation a lot higher. And look at this up at top. Sinch has to be a little bit careful here, because his escape methods against Vayne might not be all that he thinks.
Yeah. It's basically just turn on ultimate and try to run very, very quickly. Janna found the ward there with her own pink ward. That's beautiful. Anticipating the enemy ward in the brush and putting down a pink ward there to clear that ward. That's well done. That enables them to set up an Udyr gank, but we haven't seen much from Udyr. He did come top once there. By the way, that top gank was also really decided by Galio teleporting in, of course. That was brilliant play from eHome. Yeah. And now they may be going for... Nope, not quite sure where they're going. Could be going for an early dragon. Lots of pinks going down for IG right now in the middle of the river. Annie's still holding on to her stun here, so she is still very, very dangerous. There's a beautiful ward, so they know exactly where Annie is. And she's going to know that there's a ward because minions just aggroed on her. Mid lane, nothing much happening. Nope. No, what? No, Galio's mid? What the hell is going on? I don't understand. Right, Galio was mid from the beginning, wasn't he? Yeah, it was Galio versus Annie. Okay, all right. It's just very, very strange to see a Galio who's not top lane. And there is that Udyr now actually putting down another pink ward and taking out the ward in the river. So good play there from IG, actually denying the enemy ward coverage of the river. There's one ward that they didn't see. And there's the Nocturne ultimate going in again. And that's an immediate kill there, actually against the Nocturne team. Beautifully played there from Annie. Must have just turned around on the support. And there's Udyr coming in right now. So lucky, not so lucky this time. They find Galio in the middle of the river. Let's see if they can actually kill him, if they have enough damage for that. Nope. This Vayne, I don't think they can do it, but at the same time, down in bottom, there's a Galio ultimate going off. Nocturne is very, very low, but Janna has to be careful now. Tristana jumping in, killing Janna. No one dying here. Galio, barely picked up by the Ezreal ultimate. Beautifully played there. At the same time, Annie falls to Nocturne, and Vayne is flashed over. It should be safe now. There's Ezreal now finally coming in for IG. It's going to clean this up very, very nicely. Tristana's going to fall as well. Beautiful, beautiful play. Now that's going to be Dragon for IG. That is a lot of action, Joe. I have not seen a game with this much action this early in a long, long time.
Yeah, we're only 12 minutes in. Dragon's already going down for its first time. The scoreline's back now to 8-5. And as we heard before, eHome considered that best team in China. They weren't actually qualified for this event, funnily enough. Yeah. They came in as a replacement for Bidder from the Philippines, and obviously they jumped at the chance. I'm not sure exactly where in China they're all based, but for them, I guess it made complete sense to come in as that last-minute replacement. And, well, they had a little bit of luck with the tournament being delayed until today. That gave them probably a little bit more time to settle in and what have you, but now they are looking so very good. But I don't ever want to count IG out. We saw against CG how dominant they can be. And this game against a very fantastic eHome team, it has to be said, they're looking still very, very strong. And as you mentioned earlier, Daniel, as we go further into the game, it may even go that, you know, IG with that extra bit of tankiness that they've got into the team, owing to the fact that eHome only have 2 AD carries in there, very squishy. Nocturne as well, compared to Udyr. If you look jungle to jungle, Udyr is a mile ahead in terms of his survivability there. So that could prove to be a real interesting factor in this game, as long as, in my opinion, IG stay very competitive in this early game.
And they just waited for Annie to make a move now to put her stun out on someone, and Noxian is just going to alter right away. He's waiting for it. He's ready. He's stretching. There's the stun, but they're not going for it. Apparently they're waiting for Annie to commit a little bit further, which would be silly against 2 people. So I'm not quite sure what Lucky is doing. Maybe he disconnected. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, it looks like he may have disconnected. He's just sitting there, not doing anything. Yeah.
I'm going to stand up here.
That's
yeah, he's out of game.
All right, okay, so we're going to just have to wait for him to, yeah, that's a disconnect.
He's actually on his desktop, but I can see the logo there, so he's coming back in now.
All right, they're killing him anyway. They probably didn't realize it was disconnect. That's a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, eHome were ahead, so it's not like it's going to snowball. If anything, it just makes the game a little bit more even, and there's the disconnect right now. Udyr came into bot lane as well. Maybe not. Well, usually it's fair play to realize somebody disconnected and don't kill them. But honestly, in a tournament, I can fault you for taking the advantage. If you're not entirely sure if the guy is just, I don't know, brain AFK or if he actually disconnected, may as well just take the kill. And on Annie, it's going to be very useful.
Yeah, and, you know, they can always argue it's not really our problem if you disconnect, so
sure.
Whatever. And here we see Singe doing, well, what Singe does best, actually, which is pushing those creep waves, and is actually going to get caught there in the stun from Galio, and has to be a little bit careful. Obviously, Galio can't directly chase just because Singed is singed, and, well, he gets his ulti off, runs away from that, and he is going to be safe as houses. In the middle, we do have Udyr now at the moment. Ezreal just headed up in towards the jungle there. I think he's doing the Wraith camp, looking at his positioning. This could be bad news for Vayne. She's got caught out of position. Actually, the stun goes down, but there goes the stun from Udyr. Oh, the exhaust is on. Is he going to be able to hold on? Yes, nice. He does get the kill. There goes the turtle, and he is going to get himself out of there with still plenty of health. And now Singed is cleaning up at top. Is he going to be able to pick up Galio, who seems to be constantly walking into that poison trail?
He doesn't seem to care.
Nah.
He can heal himself up very nicely with the shield as well. And you can see 75 AP, even though he didn't build a single AP item. And oh, that looked almost like it. No, not a disconnect. He just stood very awkwardly there for a second. At the same time, tower dive against Noxian here in mid lane. 3 people. Noxian is very, very brave to be attacking here still. They could be going for him, but no stun yet on Annie. Now she has to stun. Tower falling in bot lane there. And top lane, I guess these two are just going to go at it for a while. Yeah,
back to a bit of a more normal top lane, actually.
Yeah.
Where you get the 2 big boys just beating on each other, but not really to any great effect. Blue is going to be taken down. I imagine we may see someone else coming in for this one, or is Nocturne going to have it? Yeah, I mean, the thing is there's no real true AP carry in there.
Yeah, maybe.
You've got that Galio, yeah maybe. He's actually got a Chalice in there as well, so.
I actually saw Dignitas build a very, very beautiful pure AP Galio. I think it was on Voyboy in one of the recent games that they played for the Rampage series. Rampage, whatever. That was really beautifully done, but normally the, let's say, hotshot Galio in the Western meta is definitely built it all tanky and just rely on the CC from his ultimate. That seems to be what they're doing here as well. Supporting the team right away with an Aegis there. That's beautifully played as well. But Galio obviously can be very, very scary if he builds a little bit of AP. If he can just kite people throughout a team fight, 1, 2 or 3 Qs from him can take anyone down, basically.
Yeah, I imagine he will get a bit more tanky this game, just owing to the fact that those 2 AD carries are in there. And as you can see, Vayne just doesn't even care, like 3 or 4 hits from the turret, whatever. Ulti on, I'm running away. White saying I need 200 gold.
All right, so possibly
so he's taking
the needlessly large rod, I would say.
Yeah, already got the blasting one up there. Triple Doran's Blade. Sorcerer shoes as well. He is going to go in there. Look at Vayne, look how low she is. She's actually getting aggro from the minions here.
Yeah. And there's the needlessly large rod on Annie there. Beautifully played.
What does Vayne have built up, actually?
I saw lots of Dorans. Yeah, there you go. Wriggles for a bit of sustain. And looks like they did that Ezreal ultimate just
really
pass
just
there.
Its actual size was the size that it could have.
Yeah, that's
that was harder to miss than connect, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Ezreal. Oh, Lucky needs to be a little bit careful here. He puts the spell shield on just in case. Oh, good. Fear also very defensive there. And now the question is, do eHome want to fight without Vayne? Vayne is in top lane, just pushing all day long. She has a good amount of health regen, lifesteal, of course. And it looks like IG have a timer for Dragon. They're setting up here to do Dragon. Beautifully done. Dragon just popping right now. Let's see if eHome want to try and stop them without Vayne. It might be prudent just to let Vayne push and not risk anything, and that's exactly what they're doing. Oh, Lucky, what are you doing? You're alone, Lucky. Now he has to flash. They're flashing in after him. There's a good stun on him. They're gonna get another stun from Udyr, but Udyr was alone himself right now. There's the Tristana. Beautiful, beautiful slow there. That's a kill from Annie. Oh, missing the Sona ultimate. Unfortunate there.
Udyr is still alive. Incredibly. Oh, Galio almost takes him down. But we're going to see surely here a dead Tristana. Rocket jumps away. There was the kill. That shouldn't have gone how it did. That really shouldn't have gone how it did.
Yeah, exactly. The Sona, I'm not sure if she connected or not. I just saw the ultimate going in a very awkward direction there from that positioning. But it seemed to have worked out very well because IG took 3 kills versus nothing, right?
Yeah, and to be honest, that Nocturne initially pushing around the side, number 1, why?
Yeah.
And number 2, well, kind of a waste. Losing 3 kills, and now behind in kills are eHome. And this is what I pointed out before. As we start to move towards this 20-minute mark, it's now turning into a very different game. We're seeing Udyr getting very, very strong. Obviously tanky as per usual. His damage starting to get high as well. And I don't know. I'm fancying IG for this game at this stage.
And the other thing with the double AD on eHome's side is, of course, it gives the other team that opening to just build armor, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a Singed and a Galio, but that's not going to be that much magic damage. Just build armor and you're going to be fine. You can see those builds. And oh, Vayne coming in there together with Nocturne. That could be a dead Singed, but then again, it's Singed. And oh, there's Udyr actually beautifully baited by Singed. They're keeping them just in the right place. And they're going to have to leave it. Oh, Ezreal ultimate connecting to both of them. Beautifully done. There's a defensive Nocturne ultimate. It's not going to be enough. Nocturne is going down. Let's see what we can see. Vayne getting flung, also dying. And it looks like eHome's Galio is also caught in the river here. He has to run right now. Puts the shield on just in time. And that's IG pulling ahead right now. And they're pinging Baron.
Yeah, there is a ping ward there, but
2 of them are in bottom lane for eHome.
Yeah, there could be 2 turrets there in theory if they're quick enough. Obviously, Tristana can turn on that attack speed boost.
Yeah.
We'll see how they manage to do that one. Baron is going down here in a second. We saw a cheeky push in from Galio, maybe trying to get a steal, but didn't quite work out. And yeah, there goes the first turret down at the bottom, but they're not going to get any more. I think they're going to play it safe here.
Yeah.
And Singe coming down as well. What a Singe built. Okay, so Crystal Scepter for the slow. Already got his Catalyst there as well.
Yeah. Crystal Scepter also for a little bit more AP, so his poison is going to hurt that little bit more. And if you are very tanky, you can draw a fight out. That
I wonder if he'll go...
Oh, Galio! Dead.
Yeah.
Nicely done by Annie. The Ignite just barely picking it up.
I mean, for Singed right now, in the team composition that's on the other side, I don't think it makes much sense to go Banshee's Veil for him. I think he's better off going Rod and having that extra AP with the HP there with it as well.
Then you would have built the Rod first, right? Because it takes time to charge up. Why would you build the Crystal Scepter before
This is true.
Rod?
This is also true.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. If I was Singed, I'd definitely go for Rod. But then again, the Banshees, you know, it's gonna save you from maybe a slow, maybe even a stun if Sona foolishly puts her ultimate over you while you have Banshees up. And that can make a lot of difference there. So, I don't know, both of the items would be good. He definitely needs to build tanky though. You know, the Rod is rather tanky for him, obviously. Singed passive means that for a certain percentage of his mana, he gets extra life. Let's have a look at his passive. I don't think we can make sense of it. Oh, that might be it. No, that's not it. That's Tailwind. I don't think his passive is actually showing up as a buff. So, never mind that. I don't know anything about the game. That's fine though.
And even if you did, you can't read it.
Yeah, I could have read a percentage and a number, you know, that's what I was looking for. Ezreal building that Trinity Force, interesting. I do like to have a bit of damage on him, but, you know, Trinity Force obviously works very well because it immediately procs with that Q. That means that each and every one of your Qs is going to be that much more painful. 400, 400, 400, says Mikago Tabe.
Minus 400.
Minus 400, all right then. In that case, I don't know what it means either.
Maybe up to his Trinity Force finish. We'll have to see.
Trinity Force, yeah, on Ezreal, yeah, absolutely. That could be it. Deathcap built now, and oh, look at that, she's going for an Hourglass second. Again, makes sense, because so much AD on the enemy team, that armor from the Hourglass is going to help Annie a lot. If they want to focus her, which generally is a good idea. No, it's not such a good idea, because she's going to blow out her burst anyway, so unless you can focus her before she blows all those cooldowns, it's not going to do that
Singe
much.
down at bottom's had so much free farm there.
Yeah.
And he's just going to switch over here. Yeah, gets a slow on. Poison's running down, getting the hits from the tower, not caring, just going to stick around, doing that damage. Poison's in there. Very defensive flash, but not, unfortunately, in the right direction. Ooh, a little bit of trouble there for Sunner as well. Galio will manage to keep them away, but they are pinging back onto that turret. They've got another minion wave coming in. There's already minions beating away. This is a dead tower. IG are going to take down another one. They're going to have taken all outer turrets from the game so far. And if over on the other side, they are still behind in terms of the turrets, but it's not a bad situation. And you know, this choice of champions for eHome was definitely a counter pick early game. But look at this, Sonner's ulti goes off, dead as you like, and Singe is not finished yet.
Nope.
Is he still tanking the turret?
Yeah, he is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Yeah, turrets still do mostly normal damage. At the same time, top lane there. Oh, Vayne, beautifully dodged with the ultimate. It's not going to be enough. There's the pickup there, 2 versus 1. And that was probably not ideal play there from that Vayne either. So eHome falling even further behind, 17-8 right now, and it looked so good for eHome in the beginning. Singed. Oh, that's a dead Tristana.
Yeah, but Tristana. Oh, she's got an exhaust on as well.
Oh, what was that? That fling didn't quite work.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Janna can fling too.
Janna's ulti. She just stood there in between the turret, and Cindy's like, which way you want to go?
I think if that Singed had 1 gold for each tower shot he tanked this game, he'd be the richest man in this game right now. He just stands there. Takes it like raindrops. He doesn't care. And towers, like I was saying, mostly do physical damage, so if you build a lot of armor, which makes sense against eHome's team, you can just ignore them. And it looks like eHome's team is indeed not working out as they wanted it to. The double AD did give the enemy quite some trouble in laning phase, but IG were like, okay, that's fine. We're going to end the laning phase very early, and then we're just going to take so many things. We're going to take all the things from you, Joe. That's what we're going to do. All the turrets, all the things.
All the things, including Dragon, which is going towards IG. And I think they've had, all but 1 Dragon, actually.
Oh, he's farming, long distance farming. That is one lazy as well. Yeah, I think so too. So that's even more of an advantage. 1,470 right now.
Mail for Singed. He's still got the catalyst there, so.
It's fine, he's happy with the catalyst. Yeah, that just means he can ignore towers even more, which he really didn't need at this point. You know, he's fine with that.
Now he's going home again. He's just gone home, bought the Thorn Mail, cleared 1 wave. Now he's going home again. I guess they're gearing up now for a big push.
Yeah. It's going to be Banshees. So he just built some magic resist, meaning actually it's true damage from Vayne. So it's not going to help against Vayne, but it's going to help against Galio, and that's pretty much it. Yes. So it's going to help against Galio.
How is Galio built right now?
Full on tanky, I'd guess. Yeah, full on tanky.
So
wow. Yeah, I'm really happy that we finally made the Ezreal ultimate scale both with AD and AP. It used to be a long time that you could only build AP and have awesome ultis, but now even with AD, you saw that ulti that just cleared the entire creep wave and did some damage as well to Tristana.
Yeah, and of course he already has, he's got that Trinity Force finish now as well. He's got Pickaxe in there as well.
Gonna be a Infinity Edge, I think, because they're so far ahead. Normally, Last Whisper could be a good choice. With a Warden's Mail on Galio. No, that's actually the only armor, so no, never mind that. Last Whisper would not be a good idea, but Infinity Edge would be really great. And they're taking a blue as well, so IG feel like they're definitely in the driver's seat, and you know what, I have to agree with that. eHome don't seem to have any way of being scary right now. That's the best way to put it.
And was the blue given over to Annie or to Singed?
I would guess
to Annie.
Yeah. Definitely needs
Singed just going to finish his way up on this top lane.
Have a look at the CS there. Singed is now 186, 197 for Ezreal, 190 for Annie. The enemy team, we only have Galio who's farmed up, and you know what? That's not going to really help that much. Vayne's at 181, so it's not that far behind, but these 3 guys, that's a lot of farm. That's really a lot of farm. That's 2 damage-dealing champions. And at the same time, we're getting into an engagement. Singed just running in, not caring about any of the damage. Noxian ultimate going down right now. No one started. Galio actually gets 2 of them who don't care at all. No damage at all done. Actually, Annie dies there by the side. Well done. Nocturne goes down as well, and it looks like IG want to keep pushing this. Ezreal going for the Galio now. Tristana coming over, not doing any damage to that Singed. especially with the Thorn Mail. And yep, that's going to be a dead Galio here as well. Beautifully channeled ultimate from Majana, just using it not just for the pushback but also for the heal. Sona going down, Galio going down. That's going to be a tower right there. That might be an inhibitor. So even though Annie died very early in that fight, they were like, that's okay. We still have Ezreal who can do insane damage, and we're going to be fine with that.
Yeah, and Singe had a really great move there. I mean, that Janna ulti obviously pretty much full channeled her completely out. And Singe just, okay, I run into that, get a little bit of heal. Oh, look, I'm half HP again, and I can just continue to tank tower hits. I can do whatever the hell I want. IG are backing away. Yeah, they're going to Baron. That's not really a surprise.
Nope.
Spawn time, I guess, on the 3 last guys, roughly about 10 seconds or so by now, I guess. Actually, 10 seconds on Galio, but the rest are indeed now up. So IG going straight in there. Nocturne is actually getting in position, but we are going to have those super minions streaming down mid. Okay, so IG decide to back away after that one, which will probably annoy them just a little, thinking that they probably could have pushed the turret rather than going back.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Right, yeah, but that's fine, you know. IG are definitely ahead. They're not taking any risks, and I do approve of that. You see it too often that people go like, we can take a Baron. Of course you can take a Baron, and at the same time you can risk completely losing, while you could just go and, I don't know, keep farming up and build more of an advantage. What is Singe doing there? I think he's just waiting to catch someone. Yeah, troll him. He's singed. That's exactly what he is. All right. IG are setting up for a push mid. They may just want to push out the lane a little bit so that they can go for a safe Baron after healing up. Yeah, Nocturne should be fine. I don't think they're going for him. He's just going to try to stay around. Singed is at like 2/3 health, but he's singed. So, no, actually he does go home. So a little bit of indecision here, Joe, on IG's side. They could have gone for that Baron that they've been pinging furiously. Janna is ward cleaning. She needs to be a little bit careful if she's completely by herself and caught by Nocturne. Nocturne's going to do nasty things to her. He is a bit of a nightmare that way. But she's not going to be caught. She's going to be safe. And both teams right now going back into defensive farm mode, it seems.
Yeah, and there is a Shurelya's in there as well on that Janna, so speed boost can be added. I assume that Singe just finished his Banshee's Veil by now. Yes, he has.
Yeah. Yep, there's the items right here. Actually, it was a Last Whisper, okay. So maybe for some reason that I didn't understand, the Last Whisper was important, even though the enemy team is not stacking armor at all. Oh, that's fine. I mean, Last Whisper is a good item, even if the enemy is not stacking armor. It still increases all your damage. Armor penetration is a multiplicative stat, so it'll multiply with attack damage and attack speed rather than just add to it. So it's always good to build.
Oh, ping's going off towards Nocturne here. He needs to be a little bit careful. And we are going to see Udyr get out there, and doesn't get a stun off or anything. He's just like, I'm just going to keep pushing your lane. Maybe a bit of a distraction. We'll have to see about that. They're pinging Baron almost as if one person or two people are saying let's do Baron and the others aren't listening to them.
Yeah, yeah.
But they are finally going to go there. Doesn't everyone?
Yeah. Galio is bot lane, but his teleport should be up. I haven't seen him use it in a while, but there is no ward there right now for him. And Baron is falling rather quickly, but they are withdrawing from it now. There's good ward. That could be Galio teleport. Nope, he doesn't want to teleport in.
Where was that? Did you see the Ezreal ulti? Fired down towards... It looks a little bit further back on this side of the river. Oh, we are going to see the ulti coming in. Let's see how this one goes. And, well, we are going to see the... Oh, there was the ulti from Ezreal. Lucky is surely going to fall down. Yeah, Nocturne not going to survive that one. And I'm not 100% sure that that ulti was really worth its weight, to be honest.
They did get Annie once more, but Team IG seem to be doing just fine even without Annie. And, oh, there's going to be a stun on... Yeah, actually, beautiful defense with Sona ultimate. And look at Tristana jumping back just to save the rest of her team. That's beautiful teamwork, but Singed is still in there. Singed is having none of it. It's just like, I can run wherever I like. I'm Singed, and fling. Yeah, bam. And that's another ace for Team IG, and I think they've taken this.
I think this should be GG. They've got super minions there with them as well. First, Nexus turret is going to go down. Lucky will call good game. The rest of eHome will call good game. And this Nexus is going to fall. So the team that looked so great, beating SK Gaming earlier on, will lose out in their second match against IG. And well, Invictus Gaming, we saw them in the first game against CG. They looked great. But it looked like they were a better team as well, which is something that I thought, okay, is it just the fact that they were a better team overall, like on paper kind of thing, or are they just an amazing team anyway, if that makes, do you know what I mean?
It totally makes sense. It was also that CG had this somewhat gimmicky all AoE setup that didn't work, so we couldn't really judge IG from the first game.
Yeah.
But going from this game, and after we saw how eHome dominated SK, I have to say IG are looking really, really good right now. They are most probably going to take first place in this group.
They're hugging each other.
They're hugging. That's nice. That's what we like to see.
Obviously, great friends here are IG and eHome. SK are actually huddling up right now, which tells me their game is finished against Cross Gaming, because Cross Gaming are all sat there like playing with their hair and this was a crap game. So I guess they've lost that one, just judging by the faces on Cross Gaming right now. So next games coming up will of course be from the round 3, the final games of Group A, and this is where we're going to decide who's going forward. I'm going to quickly bring up here IntelExtremeMasters.com, which is, by the way, guys, where you can find all the results, all the fixtures and everything like that. We don't obviously have Twitter here in China or Facebook, so all the updates live from the event are coming onto the IntelExtremeMasters.com page. That's the China won't let us use Facebook and stuff, so there we go. And I'm just quickly getting through. If you go over to IntelExtremeMasters.com, click the I Am Guangzhou link at the top, then League of Legends group stage, and you can find yourself straight through in there, which is slowly but surely working its way there for me. We did try and get, as we said earlier on, when we wanted people to suggest 8 games, we did try to get to the League of Legends forums. Unfortunately, our internet wouldn't quite let us get there. But I did manage to get to Reddit. So thumbs up to all you guys who are posting a lot of stuff over on Reddit and giving everyone help. I saw a few kind of newbie posts there. What's this and what's that?
Yeah,
and people
absolutely.
seem to be helping.
Absolutely.
That's great to see.
Yeah. That's very nice. And some people actually did want to see the Chinese game too, I heard on Skype. So I think we made the right call. And with this game being as amazingly close as it was, I am absolutely happy that we made this call and decided to show eHome versus IG.
And Nif's just walking past. I'm going to try and get his attention to see if they won.
Yeah, they look like they won. They look like they won.
Dave.
We should get some information.
Who won?
Yes, we're actually talking to the referee right now.
Actually, we're shouting at him.
We're shouting at the referee. That's what you should do. Always shout at the ref.
SK versus CG, who won? SK won.
SK won. Okay. All right, very good. So I think the last game that we should show is SK versus, who are they going to play against? IG, right?
IG, yeah.
Ooh, yes, that is definitely the game to show. So this is going to decide SK versus IG. Let me see. eHome. Oh, no, actually.
eHome are 1-1.
Yeah. SK are 1-1.
SK are 1-1.
CG are 0-2.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Do you actually have it?
Let me zoom in. Let me switch.
It's not been updated yet, though, unfortunately.
It's not been updated, but we can, So here we are, Group A. You can find this over at IntelExtremeMasters.com. So we have IG here in first. They have 6 points. In second place is eHome with 3 points. In third place, tied, obviously, is SK with 3 points. Down at the bottom is CG with 0. So CG are out. There's no qualms about that one. They're out of this tournament. Now, the thing is that IG and SK are going to play, which means that, even if SK win, IG still have 6 points. eHome are going to go up against CG, which for me is a clear win based on what we've seen so far today for eHome. So, SK have to win this game, in my opinion. Because I don't see, and no offense to CG, they're a great bunch of guys, but I don't see them beating eHome from what we've seen here today. So, SK have to beat IG. It's really that simple.
And that means SK lose this game, they're pretty much certainly out of the tournament unless something very, very unexpected happens. So that is definitely the game that we want to show you guys. I think we're going to take another little break. And
we'll take a little bit of a break. SK are actually already up on their feet. Obviously, IG just had a great victory against eHome, which I'm sure they want to have a mini celebration in between games about, and talk also about how they're going to go now up against SK. But don't forget, guys, we shall be here all day, not just with Group A. We're going to be cramming Group B in there as well, which will be starting after this final game.
Right.
So we're here all night until, I think, 7-ish in Chinese time, which is 1 p.m. In Europe, and 12. It's 12 GMT.
Ah, yes. Well, British time.
BST.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you missed any of the previous games, I believe that we do have write-ups on the League of Legends webpage as well.
Yeah, if you go over to IEM
IEMChina.leagueoflegends.com, you should find some write-ups made by our awesome staff in LA. Thanks. Big thumbs up to you guys in LA.
Getting up early.
Yeah, well,
or staying up late, I guess.
Richie and Daniel, the way I know them, they're probably still up. So good job, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah, we'll see you in just a few minutes, guys. We're going to bring you the final game, IG versus SK. It's crunch time for SK Gaming. They have to pick up the victory. Don't go anywhere.